No. I must have hit a button. I must have hit a button. Oh no. No. What did I do? Oh crap. Oh crap. I know we're back, but like, did I just kill my main feed? Yankee's here. Oh no, he got notified. Everybody else got notified. Did I just screw up my whole stream? Oh crap. No. No. Oh crap. I bet I did. Yep. It looks like there's 2 videos here now. It looks like there's 2 videos. Let me click on Video Manager. Let me check. I wasn't able to stream for 9 days straight. I hit the stupid button. Yep. There it was. Dang it. See that? So this is processing. This is processing. And I just started another one. Flippin' stupid. Stupid Jared. How did I do that? Oh man. You'll get fresh viewers and yeah, it'll restart the timer. Dang nabbit. And I didn't even that wasn't even from the RAM. We don't even know how our RAM's doing. How's our RAM's at 7.5. We still need to restart anyways. Oh no. Hello Yankee, your fellow miners. So anyways, that's kind of where I'm thinking I need to restart the computer today anyways. And if it does a Windows update, then I totally kill the stream again. So anyways, I need to look into this more and how I'm going to do this codec thing. And so apparently if I bring in the sources, no, I need destinations and I have channels and I create a channel. MPEG TS is kind of what I was wondering. This is probably the one I want to use. So if I do like TCP, like I don't know, there's transmission control protocol, like I don't know what this stuff is. So basically I need to find a way to TCP it to my home server, which what do I set up as the host? I know what the port is. I don't know what the host should be. And then there's UDP. See, so I have a huge learning curve. Like I need to try to understand all this stuff. Multicast and then TTL. Multicast UTD. Oh good, somebody made a video about it. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So somehow I need to learn, because this is going to send it to the server direct. If I do create, I don't want to go to these. I need to control this from my end because I don't need to control it from them. If I can send it direct to my server, then I can click on TCP, UTP, and all that stuff. So, oh man, I don't know how to get that, because all I need to do is then send it to. If I can get a URL, I can pull it in from. Like, here's an example. Show me more options. Oh, see, like, if I can get it into VLC, I can get it into anything at that point. Yankee, can you help me? You guys, I'm speaking your language, and you gotta help me out here, man. Help me out here. So, if we can talk about this, maybe we can do this another time. This is a bad time for you guys, but basically, I need to pull. This is where I want the video to be. I want the video to come into either VLC or OBS through a browser, but I don't want to host the browser on a website. I need to do it direct, and this server will do it. So this server will allow me to put it as a host, and I guess that host is where I just don't know where to send it to as a host. I need to be a host. It sounds like this host is my router at home, and then I need to add the URL so then it can find it through my router at home. RTP -- @1234. Like, that seems pretty easy. Server.example.org 8080. Like, I could do that. What is your goal? Yankee says. Well, my goal is to take a video stream from this source. It doesn't necessarily have to be this source, but I'm just showing you. So I have a source coming in. Okay, so here's a source coming in. So I have a video stream coming in, and I need to send that to a destination. That destination is built through either a decoder or a channel. If I do a decoder, obviously I don't have a problem doing a decoder, but if I do a decoder, then I have to do a server on here. So I figured I could go to a channel. If I go to a channel, I can hit create and go to either RTMP, which then requires an RTP. Oh. But where is that? Where's that server? And basically, I want my server to be at the house here. I want to ingest the video and then determine where it goes from here. Because if I ingested it through VLC, then I'm fine. But like, VLC ingests videos through HTTP, RTM, MMS, all these different RTSP protocols. So VLC will take in my video, which is what I need. That way my hardware here can encode it, and then I can resend it the way I want, encoded, change scenes, things like that. But how do I get this to happen without the server? Do I have to have this MPEG TCP go through another server? Doesn't look like it. It looks like I just need the host and the port. What is the source? The video source is just anything. Doesn't matter. The source is just right here. The source is, this is just a phone, so this is irrelevant. The source is irrelevant. The source can come from anywhere. It can come from a video. It can come from a desktop. It can come from anywhere. But I need to be able to say, if you're giving me a video source, Yankee, I want to take your video source and I want to be able to take it into my server here. I don't, built in here. So then I can see it via this screen. And the only way I'm testing this to say, Yankee, give me a video source, is if you're going to give me an encoded video, not to YouTube, right? You're going to send me either RTMP or something through the internet. You need to send it to my URL. Well, how do I get a server out so that I can say, hey, I'm open to receiving your URL, sort of like YouTube, right? So imagine YouTube, right? If you create a channel, then they say, okay, I will take your video content, you can take it, I will ingest it for you, I will encode it and transcode it out to the rest of the world for them to view via your channel link. So I want to create that channel link here in my building, because then I can take that through OBS or whatever platform I want, like you see here, and send it off to the rest of the world. And then I can run my own commercials, and I can run my own overlays, and I can run my own things. But I need to be able to take it from any source. So any source, I need to say, yes, come to my server and do this for me. And it looks like, to just initial tests, it looks like I have to create a way to do either MPEG, but if their codec doesn't shoot, see, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm explaining this right. See, those were the channels that it's sending it to. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining this right. Maybe I need to think this out a little bit more. Use the VLC plugin for OBS. Allows you to stream from any source. I don't think I'm explaining it right. Why did I never do merchandising? So, one of the CEO's responsibilities, John, was merchandising. And he said that 3% of your audience actually spends money on merchandising, according to the numbers of math, I guess. I don't know. Something online. So basically it wasn't apparently worth it. So if 3% were to buy and we had roughly 1,000 people watching, you know, you're only going to get 30 people to buy, and then you have to put in purchase orders of 300 shirts or hats or keychains or whatever you want. The merchandising would have cost too much. Yankee's a visual learner, and he's going to help me out, huh? We're down to, why does it say we're down to one person watching? Oh man, I don't know how that's possible if Nefarious and Yankees on at the same time. Maybe YouTube's just a little bit behind. Whew, that's funny. Because on my end it says one, but clearly there's two people, so maybe that's the issue. YouTube is the issue. There's 20. Oh, that's funny. Thank you. This is the Digital Gold channel. We are currently going through 9 days watching. I thought you'd be wearing a tinfoil hat. You have ever thought of solar energy? I have not thought of solar energy. No way have I thought of that. I can't imagine spending $100,000 waiting 20 years to ROI your investment for miners that only produce 1/3 the power that you need to run your facility. Never thought of energy. And I'm not trying to be sarcastic, Douglas. That's a lie. I am being sarcastic, but not to you. It's just funny because, Douglas, if you were here, you would see how many people ask me about solar energy. It's astounding. I mean, everybody thinks like it's the godsend, but the problem is, unless I owned a solar company, it's absolutely not worth it. Absolutely not. Even if you had solar from 2013 till today, you wouldn't have ROI'd your money, especially during the drops in Bitcoin where you were mining Bitcoin in the negatives. I mean, then yeah, I'm not paying electric because you're paying solar, but your massive amount of upfront cost is still portrayed over the next 10 to 20 years. So, I don't understand English and I'm watching your stream. You are awesome. Somebody talk to him. He's awesome. I don't understand your name and you're awesome. So, thank you. Thank you for watching. So, it is true that Restream is all jacked up because apparently 21 people are watching and it only says 1. Google Translate, right? Okay, so I'm going to look into the OBS download stream video thing, but currently we're probably just going to get back to the Douglas, thank you. Yes, be smart, Douglas. Be smart with your money and do the math. Do the math. So if somebody wants to help me, looks like Yankee's going to give me a hand, Yankee. Maybe I could email you or something. Where can I find you, Yankee? Let me know where I can find you. And we're going to get back to the stream. We're on video number 178 of 259, hanging out with you today. I hope to be on the chat more while I work on my other idea for streaming of the next unlimited nonstop stream. Here we go. This is Transformer update in July and what happened with everything. And then we're going to get into 178. We're going to get into the actual when the transformer blew. Then we're going to get into the power. And then we're going to get into some installing of the fans. We're going to talk about some ASICs today. Then we're going to have an ASIC that broke. And then we're going to have to do Q&A at night. It's going to be amazing. Okay. Sweet. I'll see you on Discord, Yankee. Otherwise, you guys are awesome. Thanks for the super chats. And that's awesome. I will be back soon. The update for the transformer, and literally as I walked out here, that fan just shut off. So I went to the breaker inside there, because you can see the bottom fan's working but the top fan isn't. And so like I flipped the breaker and I was like, yeah, oh, top fan was coming on. And the top fan's a newer one, and I knew the bottom one has had some issues with the blade. See how you can see the blade? You're not supposed to see the blade, is what I've learned. So basically the top one was like not working right. I was like, what the heck? So I kept flipping the breaker, and then like sparks are flying out of the breaker, and like sparks are just coming out into the breaker box, and I'm like, this is not good. This is not good at all. So Willis, I see it. What do you see? What do you see? The fan? Oh, he sees the fan. Whoa, I think a storm's coming in. The Lord has blessed me with a storm today. I love terrible weather. Yes, it's seriously like changing the temperature right now. The building has got to be cooling off. There's massive airflow. Anyways, I need to update you on what happened with the transformer and what the solution was. So we're gonna take a look at that now, and yeah. So basically, if we go up there, we have our three, and we're learning a lot about this. So this one and this one, those two on the sides, those are the three-phase. So that is rated at 100, and that is rated at 100, which gives us three, oh my goodness, focus, you dumb thing, legs. And those three legs allow us to have the three-phase power, which is somewhere around there. Probably that really, yeah, that really big thick one that you see coming down. So this one is a 50 kVA, and this one's like, I don't know, like a 10 or something. It's like super small, maybe a 20. And yes, it's gonna rain. Yes, hallelujah. So this is in what's called extended range. So somewhere on there, can you zoom? Oh my goodness, it zooms live. All right, so this is on what's called extended range, and there's some kind of switch or flip they do. Oh, I hear the thunder. And that puts it in the ability to basically blow up. So he said there's no more like breaker situations. It's not gonna break. It's literally gonna like melt and catch on fire. So if that's the issue. Now this one is the single phase, and this guy is smoking doing good. I mean, he's not gonna blow. He's like 400 amps all by himself, and we're only using 200, so we're fine. Now this one over here is the worst one. I hate this one. This one had an issue from the beginning. This one allowed us to blow. He was actually in the position of that one, and then they got swapped out. And this one is not in high extended range mode because he can't get to it. So basically we're stuck with the situation of a high frequency, high extended range on the right, non-extended on the left, and single phase in the middle. So as the building goes for now, basically we just have this fan going, and this fan is on a breaker, and every time I flip the breaker, it just literally like pops, and then it like made all these weird noises, and like was like, and then it like shut off. Okay, so I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I'm not an electrician, and I definitely don't know anything about three-phase. Literally, I've learned everything from like you guys on YouTube and my electrician that helps me out because he's awesome. You guys know Chuck. He's amazing. So let's check the temperature. The fan is not single phase. Change the fuses. There's no fuse on the. Whoa! It's coming. Maybe the electric will blow from a lighting bolt. Oh! Biggest part of the update. Yeah, they're not gonna come out and give me a new transformer until tomorrow because today is considered double time, and they don't want to pay double time. No, it's single phasing. You lost a leg of three phase. Jason Hudson says, no, I didn't lose a leg of the three-phase because that fan is running fine on three-phase. So I didn't lose a leg of three-phase, or that fan wouldn't work. Those two fans are on the same leg, or they should be. I mean, I guess that's possible. Well, there's two lines coming in. Well, there's three lines, and then it splits into two bars, right? Bus bars, I guess they call them. And no, there would have to be three bus bars. No, I'd have to look. But basically, this one isn't working with the top fan. This one is. So maybe, I don't know. That's a good point. I'll think about that. I don't know how to test that. So, oh, I'm so excited. The storm's coming. Okay, so as it stands, the transformer will be updated tomorrow. So if it blows tonight, it's literally not going to be reset. They don't want to pay double time. They don't know how they're going to add what we need here. They're all confused. Half the guys say one thing, half of them say another. The point is, it needs to get done. It's a disaster, and I hate when the power goes out. The good news is, the single-phase rigs all stayed on, the internet stayed on, everything was fine. You could still get feedback voltage on a dropped leg. Alright, so I need to just... I mean, if I have a dropped leg, I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him and say, yo, I got a dropped leg in here. We need to get this updated. So, I'm going to go in and do that. Check it. If you don't hear from me today, then all is dandy. All is fine. If you hear from me again today, there's been issues. And I like issues because then I can fix them, right? Okay, my wife brought me lunch. That's all I've seen her today, was for lunch, real quick. And had me some good old Jimmy John's. Woo woo! You guys love Jimmy John's? Check each leg to ground should be 120 volts each. No, it should be 240. Everything in here is 240. Everything. No, it should be 240. Ultimately, Gary says they're not going to be able to put a big enough transformer there. Yeah, that's possible, Gary, but the situation is, they said they could do pad mount, but I would have to sell like 30 more rigs to do pad mount. It's 2 legs to make 240. I don't know about that. I don't think it takes 2 legs to make 240. Not on 3-phase, because the box has 3 lines, all with 240 each. 3 lines, 240 each. Yeah. So, Jason Hudson says, trust me, yes it does, blah, blah, blah. Jason, you might be right, but from what I understand, there's nothing in that... You guys hear that? There's nothing in that panel that's, there's nothing in that panel that's 120. Nothing in the panel is 120. Everything is 240. And you can't put a single phase breaker on that panel. It won't work. So every breaker in there is a 240 breaker. And all the rigs are running off of the 240 breaker. All the 3-phase rigs are running off the 240 breaker. So Jason, I don't know what you're saying here, but we can try again next time maybe. Anyway, so that's the exciting news. So one more time, we'll go over that one more time. So we've got the storm coming in, single phase. The right side is extended range. The left side is not extended range. I'm getting wet, and that's awesome. So we're gonna enjoy the rain. Oh my goodness, look at it. It's like dark. It's like really dark. Oh, this is good. This is really good for mining, everyone. Yes. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go and check the leg, Jason. You can contact me if you would like, but I'm telling you, it's not what you think. It's very different. It's not a normal 3-phase, from what I understand. It's very old, and it's all getting upgraded because of us. So you guys have a terrific evening. Happy Sunday. I hope you spend some time with your family. And I'm getting wet, so I'm excited. I gotta go. This is great. I love wet. I love when it's raining. You guys thought there was no sound.
This is the crazy story of what happens when a bunch of idealistic farmers decide to start a company. It's the story of Organic Valley. You've probably heard of it, but maybe not. As far as names go, it's pretty boring and easy to forget. And that's how beauty shots are made.
I came up with the word Organic Valley. I said, this is easy, people can understand it, it's really not that creative.
We're not a very sophisticated bunch.
Yep, somehow this company with a forgettable name that was started by just 7 organic farmers
I'm one of the founding farmers for Organic Valley.
in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin, has lasted for 30 years. And today they deliver ridiculously fresh organic milk, eggs, cheese, butter, and cream to families all around the country. But wait, let's back up. This whole thing got started because of this guy.
Okay.
Back in 1988, George was a long-haired, shoeless hippie farmer. He and his farmer buddies were sick of the way food was being grown with toxic pesticides and how farmers were being treated. And he was saying radical stuff like,
the conventional food that you buy in the store is food raised in a manner that's harmful to the earth.
That's pretty wacky.
George is stubborn, but he's also a very reasonable person.
So George and 6 neighbor farmers decided to start an organic cooperative, which meant the farmers would own and run the company and make food that's better for you, the animals, the land, and your taste buds.
Yeah, that's a real important thing.
Let's just say in those early days, it was kind of like the Wild West in organics, or the Wild Midwest, we should say.
I was the first chief financial officer, although we didn't call me that.
We did not have any money.
All of us made $5 an hour.
It was day-to-day living.
A couple of years later, some of us went up to $7.
We were never worried about success, we were worried about trying.
Since then, Organic Valley has grown a lot. Over 2,000 small family farmers have joined the cooperative, and all they do is make organic food, the way they would if they owned the company, which they do. Which means no hormones, no GMOs, no antibiotics, and no toxic pesticides. And animals get lots and lots of time out on pasture. Crazy, right? And remember that young, idealistic farmer, George? Well, he's still a long-haired, shoeless farmer.
I got a reputation to maintain.
But now he's also the CEO, who drives a hybrid car to work. Because that's what happens when a bunch of farmers own the company.
The theme is let's do it our way.
So if you're a person living on planet Earth who sometimes eats food, here's why you should care about this story.
We cannot afford to be degrading our lands any longer.
Small family farms are much more invested in the health of the soil, the health of the animals, the health of the people. It's much more intimate.
Organic Valley is all about promoting that care and supporting that.
Yep, a food company that's owned and run by a bunch of organic farmers. Call us crazy, but it's working. Organic Valley.
What?
Yep.
Oh, there's really sound. I promise. We don't have to yell though. I can talk this quietly. Let's go look at the rigs. Silence. They look like they're dead. They're like frozen in time.
I'm expecting like a raptor or something to just like jump out of the water.
You're right. This is eerie. Is that the word for it?
Eerie, yeah.
This is very eerie how quiet it is. I can't believe it. Look at the water bowl. It's not even dry yet. It's still got some moisture. Look at the rigs. They're just sitting here in silence. Zero fans. Wow, look at the fans in the back. This is crazy.
I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Look at the Asics. Look how silent. Beautiful. Everything is frozen. Okay.
They said heat gun test time.
Heat gun test. We're going to start with fans, then internet, then Asics, then power. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Do it. Are we ready? We get the gloves on. Get my glasses on. Let me get my earphones on because this isn't going to be so silent anymore. Where's my breaker box thingy? My breaker wood. Where's my wood breaker? Oh no. Whatever, I'll use my gloves.
You sure that's enough?
All right, power up, baby!
anticlimactic.
I know. Here we go again. Power up, baby!
Yeah.
There we go! Come on, two! Okay, get the internet on. Let's go check it out. What do we got? What do we got? We got fans on. The water wall's not on. Looks like we've got those fans over there. Looks like they stopped spinning. So we probably blew one of those breakers. Now, let's start with the rigs. We're going to go through here and go through just row. 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 Okay, we're going to go on this side. That should be some fans. I'm not trying to click everything going too fast. Oh man. I don't know what it means. We're just going through. Should get a shot over there. Get them all the rigs started up. Big load on it at one time. That's crazy. All right, so we're at 85. Baby, 100%. This has been amazing. I'm so excited. I have got to stop everything I'm doing and make sure all rigs are online running strong. Thank you for joining us. guys get that list? See that list? That's what we got to do here. T5 to T6 to T4, black to T2 to T8, red to T9 to T3, black to T1 to T7. That's terrible. Yeah. Alright, so now we've got to undo this other one. A flathead. Hold on, I got it. See? I came prepared. I think my flathead's good. What's everybody doing for the 4th? All the Americans at least. Americans watching the 4th. Okay. Alright. We gotta get this out of here. You ready? Oh wait. Wait. Allen wrenches. Alright, John, tell him something cool. I gotta go get some Allen wrenches.
What's happening, everybody? I can't even hear what he's saying when he's talking to me. I think he said he left to go get some tools. I don't even know. It's that loud in here. I can't hear it. What's going on out there? What's everybody up to?
What I'm doing. Woo! Hello from Germany. Woo-hoo! What's going on in Germany? What are you guys doing for the 4th? You guys celebrate the 4th? Oh, maybe I need to turn this. Gotta turn this part here. Wow. This motor is powerful. This is a process. Look what it did to that. This thing not focusing. Can you make that window bigger? Make that window bigger so I can see this. Oh, there you go. You see that? It's like, it's got its own like piece. There's where the rubber was. And then there's where the metal is. That's crazy. Wow, this thing's gonna push air. You got that right. You got that right. Okay. Alright, so how do you get this one? Oh, there's another. Ah! I don't want to lose that. Ah! We would have been down for good. Can't lose that piece. Okay. I gotta get another. No? everything. Okay, this is like the key to the wheel. What if this is the wrong wheel? This shaft better be the right shaft. Okay. We ready? Ready? Gotta get this one out of here. All right. Goodbye, dead motor. So let's check this. Is it right size or not? This goes on this side. Are you serious? No way. There's no way. Come on. Do we have a tape measure? If they sent me the wrong shaft size, we're in deep trouble. Oh, okay, we're good. Woo! Woo! I didn't think I'd make it on there. What? It is high. Okay. Alright, we're good. We're good. Okay, let's get this wired, and then we'll get that stuff on. Well, or maybe we'll get this on first. I don't know. Let's see what this is. Alright, now we should be able to put our same key in there. What's going on? Shaker says we are replacing the fan because the motor blew. Yeah. Man, love the noise of money. Yeah, you got that right, Shaker Shake 2010. It's funny. Yeah. That's the sound of Asics probably that they're hearing. Their Asics are right next to us. Those 10 of them. And there you go. Woo! Look at that stack. Yeah. So basically, we're trying to get this motor steady. Does it keep doing the focus thing? Does it keep doing the focus thing? We gotta fix that if it is. No, we're gonna have to. It keeps doing it, doesn't it? We're gonna have to change the setting or get something here. We gotta go to manual mode, I guess. Why is it on continuous focus? Oh. Stop! Alright, switch over to Johnny while I'm figuring this out. Transition to
Very fun stop video last night. Yeah, that was so weird coming in here. Like it felt like I thought we were in like Jurassic Park or something. There's that like that one building and then it's like quiet and dark and then around the corner of the stuff like that. It's really weird. Kind of nice a little bit. Like, it's gotta be loud.
We gotta figure out this. Oh, it is bad. It is bad. Don't say it's rated R. Don't say it's not bad. The silence was the bomb. They like that one? That's awesome. Face recognition. I don't know what to do here. This is absolutely horrible. We had this fixed and now it's gone. Display. I don't know where it is. Somewhere inside.
I don't think any of our neighbors complained
What?
yesterday. I don't think any of the neighbors complained yesterday, so that was good.
The neighbors, yeah. They don't know who we are.
Hopefully they don't know who we are.
I don't know where to fix this thing. Zoom, shutter, autofocus, maybe. Something, some stupid autofocus.
And I got people live in my hotel. I have one, I have bed, above my phone, down
Now I'm black. Now I'm in the darkness. Now I'm in the darkness. If it keeps moving, we're in trouble. Alright, so wires through here. Down, guys. Now we should be good. Give us plenty of wire. I don't know. I don't know about this. This is gonna be a tight one. It's gonna be tight. Hey, Bitcoin going to the moon. You're just on the dark side of the moon. I don't, yeah. Some jams today, huh? Okay, here we go. T5, T6, T4. Alright, T5. T6. Alright. I'm gonna wire those together. T5, T6, T4. What it said. Doing the exact same thing it said. What's wrong? What happened? Is it okay? The mouse died. The mouse is right here. I had to fix some wiring. Yeah, I don't think you were wiring in a three-phase sucker though. It's a bit different. But that sucks, man. I'm sorry for you. Black T2, T8. Okay, so here's a black. Doesn't matter. T2, T8. There it is. T2, T8. Black. Okay. Alright. That black one's on fire. Alright. is a great example of at-home miner, which we encourage anyone to be until they can't get it. But if your wife has enough of it, you'll build a bitbucket. Red T9T3. And then black T1 T7. If I do this wrong, I'm going to burn up this motor. All right. Okay, so I'm going to get the screwdriver out again. Double check it. You want to come double check it? You want to read these to me? Okay, I'm going to tell you what I got connected, okay? Alright. Alright. I've got T1 to T7 to a black. Yep. T3 to a T9 to a red. Yep. T2 to a T8 to a black. Yep. And a T5, T4, T6. Price is right. We'll see. Alright, so now I'm going to cap this off. Kind of just hide all these wires in here. I got permission from Chuck to do this. Of course, he would love to be here. But he is not close to Paducah at the moment. Okay, don't touch. It says don't touch. Just make sure that ground's really tight. Take a peek. Okay. Alright. Everything else is really tight, 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 tight. Alright, we're covering it up. We're covering it up. This motor is huge. Goes out, internet goes out, internet goes out again, power goes out again, fan goes out, heat problems. What a week. Not a good week. Okay. Wiring is good. Okay. Here we go. We're going to put these things away. Alright, so now how am I going to do this? We should check the cap. Let's look at the cap. Let's see if this is the same as this motor. L1 is T1. L1 is T4. L2, T2, L2, T6, identical to the next one. And somehow I've got to get this side on this side. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but now this wire, I guess I can go this way. Somewhere. Okay. Get it into place. I certainly hope the fire marshal doesn't come in right now. That'd be a bad day. Seems to fix the AMD stability problem by setting the fan to 70 plus minimum and making, I don't know what that means. What's wrong? Who's not? Yours? Check the battery on that. You gotta check the other battery. Is that the 3 or just tap it once? They're not hearing you? I don't know what happened to John. Just tight.
what? Sawzall? Yeah, it's like yeah, that's it. Give me the battery.
Audio says we're good. It says we're live. It says we're live on our end, and we're excited to be here. Woo! We do not see live. Oh, we see live.
We're there.
Sweet. Okay, so we're gonna talk about how ASICs are changing the entire crypto world as we know it, and why I dressed up like a spaceman is because we're already in the future here at Digital Gold with our ASIC.
So what are you trying to tell us? There are good times ahead?
Oh yeah.
All right.
We're gonna moon again.
All right.
The moon gets further away every time Bitcoin goes up. It's very difficult for me and John to hear each other. We need
it's loud in here.
Yeah, beep beep, like walkie-talkie. Beep. Can you hear me, John? Do you hear me?
I'm reading you.
I'm on the moon over here. So basically, that's what we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna go over some of the basics, some of the more complicated stuff probably, and then try not to drive you too crazy with it. So put in the super chat. You know the button. Wait, I gotta go right here. And use that. Please join us. We've already got people coming in here. Screen is blank. Holy crap! Can you believe it?
Thanks for letting us know, though.
They were probably all like anticipating, waiting. When are they coming?
The big reveal.
I need to see them now.
But the big reveal is you got your spacesuit back on. We have not seen that in how long now?
Oh man, months.
It's been a few months.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited to see it back on.
Oh, it's exciting. I'm excited to be going to the moon again. My rocket ship is almost ready.
You got plenty of fuel, huh?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're figuring out some technical issues right now. The technical analysis of the price, you know, and then I will be cleared to launch.
All right.
And we're gonna launch right up to the sky.
Sounds good.
I mean, blow past 20,000 like it's nothing.
Blow past?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be hilarious.
Wow.
Okay. So, you guys know the buttons. Thank you for telling us the screen is black. Hopefully the audio is better. Would we spend like an hour on the audio?
Way too much. We were going to stream hours ago, and it just didn't happen. But we're good now, hopefully.
That is so true. All right. So we're going to go over some cool things. I'm going to start with this ASIC over here I got. And John's going to chime in whenever he wants. Except I can't hear him. So... oh, I'm going to have to fix my focus every time, of course, but, you know. So, all right.
Are we good?
We look good. Woo!
All
okay.
right.
So, you guys got your ASIC here, right? And this is the standard run-of-the-mill ASIC, right? Everybody knows what a Bitman is. If you don't know what a Bitman is, you don't know what ASIC is. We can talk about what ASIC is first, actually. No, we'll wait till more people get here to explain what the ASIC is. But when you get it all hooked up, you know, you're all excited, you're like, what the heck is going on? But we're going to explain why ASICs are going to be in the future, but, because I'm in the future right now, but we're not there yet. We're almost there. So we're preparing, because we're almost there, but we're not there yet, all right? So it's really simple. I mean, like, physically, the simplicity is there. We're ready, you know? You get it, you unpack it, you plug it in. Step one. Step two, you put up the network. And what should step three be, John? What do you think step three should be?
I can't hear anything you're saying, unfortunately.
Okay, he can't even hear me. I think step three should be put in your address and you start mining. But that doesn't happen, right? What happens is you look at this and go, oh, it's blinking lights, it's pretty, you know, like it's green. Look at the green. Oh, what is it doing? Oh, the fans are loud. Why is it getting so loud? You know, you're like, oh man, this is bad. And you're like checking your temperatures and you don't know what the heck to do. So the complicated part is not on the hardware. Now, we could fix the hardware a little bit. Did you read the name of the video? It's not worth it. What's not worth it? Valkyrie wants to know what's not worth it.
Mining Monero on RX 580s.
Oh. Well, that's not the name of the video. Okay, it's getting loud, right? It's like cranking up here. We're like, uh-oh, this is bad. What's happening? So we think we're mining, but we're not. We're actually mining to Antmine and Bitman, and they're like so excited because you turned on their miner and they're getting all the coin now. And you're like, what is going on? I thought I bought a machine that's supposed to be easy to use. Well, it is easy hardware. You plug it in, there's like 3 steps, and that's where the complicated part happens, okay? So let's let that run for a second here. Let's go to computer. Transition to the computer. We need like code words or something.
All right,
So
what
he
did
can
you
hear
want to see?
We'll go to the desktop. All right. So on the desktop, right, we have our basic, what do you call this thing? The streamer, the IP
dashboard
address
here.
right?
Yeah.
So first you got to find the IP up at the top there. You see, it's in our network. It's whatever 21, 201.
201. Yep.
Okay, we see that we got the B3, and we're all excited. And if you start clicking around in here, you're like, oh, what does this do? Oh, you can put your address in there, but where did this come from? You know, then you got your miner stats. You can see, okay, we're live. All right, good. My boards are hashing. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boards. Ooh, this is exciting, and it's fun. Except, what is all this stuff? Like, what is this? What? Oh, password. What the heck is?
That's a lot.
No human should ever look at this. No human should ever try to understand what the heck this stuff is. Kernel logs, like, yeah, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna read these and I'm gonna make sense of that, right? And oh yeah, I'm gonna upgrade, but be mindful it might blow up your whole machine. Reboot, I understand that. That's
I get
simple.
that. I know what reboot means.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we got reboot, and we know what the name of it is. But even this stuff, like, what is this jargon? Do you know what that means?
That's the version.
I mean, cache. I mean, buffed. What the heck?
I don't care about that stuff.
I know. So what I'm saying here is we're not in the future because this is too complicated. Way too complicated. I should be able to find, this should come up automatically on my screen, and I should be able to put in my address and be done. Right? That's what's supposed to happen.
That'd be nice.
So, this is the Beta Man, and he's, oh man, now we're not even in. See, now we gotta like refresh and like do all this. Okay, so there's the Beta Man. It's like going, now it tells you the server, but it doesn't say program your server into your miner. You know, it doesn't say that. You have to know that that's what that means. And you could be here for 10 minutes before you actually realize, oh, this is the servers that they want to put in here, right? And you would say, oh, well, if you don't know how to do that, you shouldn't be mining. I get that, but we want mainstream people to be a part of this. We want the mainstream.
Yeah, we want the people that are new to this to be
yes.
as well.
You put somebody that doesn't know anything about computers in front of one of these, and within 10 minutes they're going to give up. They're going to be done.
Probably.
They're probably not even going to find the IP address of the unit.
Right.
They're probably going to get stuck at that.
Yeah.
So that's where the frustration part of when Asics can get past that hurdle, and we can see immediate, quick program, and software-wise we can get to that feed. That is when we're going to see the world change.
And when do you think that'll be?
Asics. Oh, I don't even know. I mean, it could be a long time.
Do you think there's a reason why they haven't made an effort to make it easier for people?
I think it's all coders that code this stuff and not humans, like regular we need to give the feedback to them. We need to tell
the coders are not regular people.
No! They think like the space. They think like they're in space. We need coders. Don't get me wrong. I love the coders, but you got to take it from, you got to think like the public thinks. The public doesn't want to think about it. Period. They want to turn it on, plug it in, and it works.
Right.
So that's the biggest scenario we got here. We got 20 people here. We're gonna go back to this, and I'm gonna show you how this works. Because let's go back to the coding. All right. Can everybody see black? That's a pointy one. Let me shut this thing off here for a minute. All right. So you have a coder, right? And he comes up. Can you see that? Can we see that?
We see it.
Okay, we can see it. All right, so you have a coder. All right, let's say a coder. And he writes a code. And when he writes that code, he puts it in his CPU. Okay, you guys know what a CPU is. All right, and inside the CPU, he tests his code. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna test my code, and it's exciting. And you use the CPU, and you use some RAM for that, of course. And you're all excited. When you think you're good, you can then go and you can then start your miner. Right away. There is no, from code, the software, to the hardware, you could start a miner. Done. Okay? Well, that's not where it ends. Next. We have the GPU market, right? So you'll see Bitcoin was at CPU in the beginning. Everybody was using their CPUs to mine Bitcoin. So you could go from code to miner right from CPU. Code, CPU to miner, okay? That's so simple, right? Well, then somebody figured out to take the code, right, and add a GPU. And what does that do? Well, of course, that uses CPU, and of course it uses RAM, right? Because it uses everything prior. And then you got your miner. And you're like, oh, sweet, I'm mining on the GPU. Now that is where we are at in the mainstream media right now. This is probably the past, typically. This would be past, this would be present, and then we're going to talk about the future, okay? But let me show you just how serious we are about GPU. If you guys haven't seen this, I got to show you. This is what we mean. Do you see this? You see all those? What is that, like 300 something? I mean,
Yep.
it's crazy, right? This is what the public is doing.
That's right.
And
These
they
are
have
not our
proven-
machines.
The path to prosperity is not easy for everyone. Half of small businesses fail within 5 years.
Say what?
They're not our machines.
No. And the public has proven that this is what they're doing because this is where they're spending their money. This is what the public has spent their money on, is the GPUs, okay? So you can't say GPU mining is dead, because it's not dead. Now, ASICs are all over the place. Everybody and their mother has an ASIC now, and everybody's trying to figure out what the heck ASIC is. Well, I'm going to explain it in a little bit simpler term, okay? So after you have the GPU, you have what's called FPGA, okay? And this is just like the most intense board that you can think of. I should have brought it. It's like this. All right, here's the motherboard, okay? But you have all these slots on it, and you just like this little corner part has like everything you need. It has the CPUs, RAM, little cards, and all these attachments. They look crazy. Look them up online. They look crazy. The FPGA is now becoming a miner, right? Okay, but this is only recently, right? This is not normal. Nobody does this. I mean, August is the first time we're really going to see some serious FPGA miners out there. They're just not very efficient back 5 years ago. Okay, but immediately after FPGA, you get a computer scientist and a coder. He wrote his code. It works on a CPU. Everybody loved it. They adapted it into the GPU, and the GPU community somebody was multi-millionaire and said, I'm going to go find a coder scientist. So they find an FPGA guy who can program one. They build an FPGA board, and then they create an ASIC. It's that simple, right? So now you have ASIC, and that is now your miner, right? Okay, so can all of your ASIC boards run on your GPU? Yes. Can all of them run on CPU? Yes. However, is it efficient? No. It's not always efficient. Is it a good idea? If a coin is on CPU, and they create an ASIC for it, should you still use your CPU to mine it? Heck no. That would be stupid. You would never get any coins because this is tens of thousands more powerful than this would ever be. And it's too late. The chances is it's too late. Nobody mines Bitcoin with their CPU, but they did. Nobody mines it with their GPU, but they did. Nobody mines it with an FPGA board. Maybe. but they did. And now everybody mines it with the ASIC. So this is a progression of where our society is at, right? So this is 2008, okay? Everybody had CPUs. GPUs, what do you say GPU? Probably 2010, 11, let's say 2011. GPU was really getting in serious. FPGA and ASIC was pretty soon after that. I mean, we're probably looking at 2012, 2011, 2012. And so now, future, right, 18, okay, we're transitioning all to ASIC. So we're going code, okay, and then we're going to CPU, and then we're going to FPGA, and then we're going to ASIC. What's missing? We're missing the GPU market. It's gone. We're dead. We lost our GPU market. So that's the progression that we see here. And that's what I'm excited about, because the ASICs are taking over. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, look how small this is. Look how powerful this thing is. I mean, this is small unit. This is very small. I mean, I can hold it in my hand. See, it's pretty lightweight. I can move it around. I got two stands. I got one in the front and the back. And some of you see, double stack. You see double stacks. You see triple stacks. This has got to get fixed. John, what is this? What is going on here? This is terrible.
It's like a big mess.
Do you think the public wants to buy this?
Not when it looks like that, no.
No, nobody wants to buy this. No, not the public. You got boards. What if I touch these boards? What if I touch that? Oh, look, cool, right? No. All this needs to be contained. All this needs to be in one unit, and we need to have it all enclosed. And when we enclose it all, and we have our power source, and we plug it in, and we're like, yes, and then we have our network, and we plug it in, and we have our fans, and all of this is enclosed, and you can't see it all, then we're going to be happy with it. We're going to be happy with our product we purchased. So, that's my little tangent about the future of ASICs. This is exciting. So what are we going to do to support the ASICs, right? Because clearly the society is headed that way. We're just going to shut that off for now. So society is heading towards ASICs. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to support the ASICs. Let's go back to the other one. All right. So when we get to this scenario where people want these ASICs, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put them on a little crate here like this. We're going to hook up a PC right here for them, right? And they're going to have full control of their ASIC. Full control. Yep. They're going to be able to log in like this, right on our network. They're going to be able to see their settings, to change their things, and of course they're going to be able to mine to whatever pool they want. So we figured out how to support ASICs here at the Bit Bunker.
Yes, we did.
And it's pretty exciting.
I'm excited about it.
Whew, this is crazy. So we have got to we got to figure out where to put the chat button. All right, so let's keep going. Oh, that's the whole thing. We're gonna have to figure out the chat scenario. Let me move this window over here for a second, guys. Okay. All right. So next, what I wanted to show you is the SIA rigs. John, I bought the SIA rigs when they first came out.
Right.
I was on batch 1, order number 2 or 3. It was like 4 in the morning. I bought 2 of them. Okay.
Okay.
Now SIA, like every coin, is way down. And what WTC for life? Yes. We don't sell the ASICs. We don't need to sell the ASICs. Everybody knows the price.
Yeah, I mean, we would just be charging you more to buy it for you, which doesn't really make sense to you. But you can buy it on your own, you can ship it to us, or you can get it drop shipped straight to the from the manufacturer to us, and we'll set it up for you either way. But no, we're not gonna sell them, because that would just mean marking it up and charging you more, which doesn't make sense
Right.
for you guys.
They're going to see the price and be like, oh, well, why is digital gold selling it for that price? Well, because we have time invested in it.
Right.
You don't want to pay for that. You
Right.
know how to go online and buy something.
Yeah.
I hope. If you don't, then you're not able to buy mine with us. You got to be able to at least be able to do that. All right, so this SIA, let's go back to this SIA. I mean, this is crazy. All right, we got SIA coins, 115,000 for one SIA machine. This is just one, okay? But let me show you what Asics do, because this is going to give you a good example on what it was like to get a SIA machine, right? We turned that sucker on January 27th, all right? And every day we were pulling in anywhere from 2,000 to 1,500 coins a day. No. Yes. Every day. Okay? All right? And what happened was, well, you got another SIA. All right? So I split my SIAs. I have two SIAs, put one on each pool. And they were, this one also, this one has 119,000. You can see this one live, updating live. This is still running. It's right over there in the corner. And what's crazy is this SIAs, as you watch, as I click through here, you're going to see that it's that with batch number 2 and 3 and 4 come out, you're going to see where it just drops. I mean, look, we're already at March, right?
That's April, yeah.
April, hello. April, we're already at 600 coins a day.
You just dropped a lot.
I mean, are you going to make what you were making with 2,000 coins a day?
No.
You know,
not going to happen.
There's thousands of coins a day, and now you're down to pennies, right? 500 coins. No. If this coin gets into 50 cents a coin.
Oh yeah, then you're rolling the money.
Oh yeah.
But it's worth what, like a cent right now?
It was worth it. Yeah, it's a penny.
Right.
So you get 500 pennies a day. I mean, what? I mean, that's like you're barely.
Well, that's 5,000 pennies a day.
Oh,
so.
five. Oh yeah. Yeah, but look, it gets worse, John.
Yeah.
We just, I mean, just in you know, just, I don't know, what is this? In a month, right? We got cut in half again.
Right.
So I don't know what the halves are in this, but it's bad, right? So the same one it doesn't matter which SIA you have. I mean, this is just another SIA. It only shows me my recent payouts. It doesn't go back that far on this one. So total, you can see that there's 240 some almost SIA coins, right, between the two. So they did well, but they're not worth their time at all. And if we go to the Bitman website, okay, and we want to buy a SIA machine,
was A3.
A3. Look at that price.
Right.
390 buckaroos for this SIA machine. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pick up some SIA rigs because I see digital gold's doing like 500 coins over here and 200 coins over here. Now. If, like you were saying, what would be, I mean, can you do a quick math on what would be a good price that would make this reasonable for people to?
Well, so you're working off a cent a coin, so you would need, I mean, to pay this off, it would be several months.
No, I mean, like, what does the coin need to go to?
Oh.
I mean, it needs to go to like 10 cents.
Something like that.
So
yeah.
the coin needs to go way up, which is possible. But
right.
Which is a gamble? Is it a gamble to spend $2,000 on one SIA machine and get all these coins and hope that they go up? Or is it the same gamble to buy a $390 machine, turn it on, and hope that your 500 coins a day here, 500 coins a day, turn into more?
Right.
So both people could win.
Could.
Because the price of this is so stinking low.
Right.
You really don't need that many coins to go that high to make up your money back.
Right, but by the time they get this, the difficulty is going to be even higher.
That's true.
So you're always fighting a losing battle.
That's true. But this is a real life example of what an ASIC does and what it is and how it's different from GPU mining. Now, we have debated a lot whether the GPU mining market is going to be like disappear. And that's a good question. I don't know. We would almost need an ASIC that you could swap out your boards in. You know?
Right.
I mean, ASICs by their very nature, application specific, integrated circuit. Specific. It's for a specific application.
Right.
You can't just mine any coin with it.
Right.
I mean,
so if you decide you like something else a month after you bought it, you're out of luck.
Right. Okay, enough about the negatives. John, let's go talk about the positives. Why don't you show them what some things are going on in the good network here? Talk about that.
Okay. So this is probably the best ASIC miner that's ever existed, right?
Ever.
I mean, if you go by the souls, we've never had something this good, right?
And the profitability, no, you're right.
So this here, it's no longer on sale. Yesterday was the last day you could get it. So unfortunately, you can't get one of these anymore unless they decide to bring it back or something. But this is basically the best that's ever existed. It's getting you 50,000 souls.
Woo!
That is a lot. So yeah, I don't know a whole lot about this company, but it seems like this is about the best competition that Bitmain has right at the moment. These guys basically beat Bitmain to the market.
That's true.
So
big time.
Yeah. So this is way better than anything they'd ever done.
Now, did Bitmain try to compete with this at all?
Well, they did. We'll get to that. But basically, so this one, they were selling it originally at $10,000 each, and then they decided to do a buy one get one free sale. So basically, it went down to $5,000 a machine, which is actually a pretty solid deal considering the ROI on it.
And now, how do we know what that is?
So if you go here to the ASIC miner value, basically a calculator, you can click on it. This is the Silicon A9Z Master. So basically, depending on your electric, you're getting probably $70 a day currently, current value.
Wow.
Obviously, this is going to fluctuate, but you're looking at a yearly ROI of nearly $27,000 on what is a $5,000 machine.
So within 6 months, we could possibly pay this off.
Well, technically less than that, because if you're getting it for only $5,000 and you're getting $2,000 a month, you're going to do this in less than 2.5 months at its current rate. Now, it's not going to stay that way.
Right.
So ultimately, it'll probably end up being 3 or 4 months, but that's still a pretty good ROI.
Wow.
So yeah, currently $76 a day at today's prices, and we're in a bear market. So if you can imagine, if the market goes up even 25%,
right,
you're getting close to $100 a day.
Right, because your electric's not going to go up 25%.
No, it's not. It's going to stay about
steady.
Right where it is. Yeah.
Bitcoin Wisdom says this is the same company as Dominator A4s. Do you know what the Dominator's A4s
I do
are?
not know what that is.
Yeah. So does this ASIC website show you what the other ASICs are? Like, can we look up the Dominator?
I can create any shape.
A4?
You could. It doesn't sound familiar, but I can try and search for that.
So they apparently Bitcoin Wisdom says that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's there.
Which is currently mining in the negatives,
oh,
but it also was released
1
year ago.
Okay, all right.
So naturally, yeah, a year later on an ASIC, you're probably not going to be profitable.
Oh, so it was a script coin. So we're looking at, what are we looking at, Litecoin and things like that? Yeah.
So yeah, Litecoin, DigiByte, some other junky coins.
So Bitcoin Wisdom, did you make money off the Dominator? I'm wondering that. All right, go back. Go back to where we were, sorry.
Yeah, so basically that was the Silicon. So today, actually, of all days, Bitmain decided they were going to launch a competitor to this. Now, they already had the, did we get rid of the, so they already had out the Z9 Mini, which when it came out, this was a really, really good buy, and still probably a good solid buy.
Okay.
When it came out, I think it was closer to $2,000.
Wow.
Maybe $2,500.
Woo!
I can't remember. But basically, this is really good for the value because you're getting 10,000 souls, which when it came out was maybe the best on the market.
Absolutely.
Or close to the best.
Oh yeah, because we were all using GPUs to mine these coins.
So that was really good. And then the power usage, where is that at?
200 watts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even believe that.
So yeah, that is insane. So
Right.
if you're someone who's mining at home, this is, and you can deal with the noise a little bit, but not a whole lot. This is perfect for you because it's smaller, it's more compact, takes up a lot less power, and it's doing pretty good for the value. So that came out last month. They have a second batch coming out in August, I think.
So they're still going with them.
They're still going, yeah. So you can still, yeah. So the next batch is shipping end of August.
Wow.
So that was basically the mini version of it. This was the I don't have $10,000 to spend on a machine, but
right.
I want something that I can put in my house.
Right.
I don't have a warehouse.
Right.
I just have my basement I can put this in. So this is perfect for that. So that's a pretty good deal. So today, and I'm surprised that that Bitmain, they came out with the Z9 today, and this is just the regular one, not the mini.
Woo! Look at that price.
With very little fanfare. They didn't announce it anywhere, as far as I can tell. It's not on their Twitter page. You had to be paying attention if you wanted to see this was out. So basically, this is about $3,300. You're going to pay probably closer to $3,400, $3,500 with the power supply. But this is basically Bitmain's answer to the Inosilicon that came out last month. So, where was the...
That's crazy.
Yeah, so 40,000 souls.
Woo! That's close.
Is way more than the mini. That's 4 times the mini. Also 4 times the power. 4 times the price.
Oh,
yes.
and the power too, huh?
The power as well, yes. So this is about almost 1,200 watts as compared to the, what was it before? It's around 300.
Right, right.
So this was their answer, but Inosilicon beat them to the punch. They beat them by, and this isn't even coming out until September. The soonest you're getting this is probably the second week of September.
And the other guys are going to be running for a good week or two.
Yes, yeah, they're
getting those thousands of coins.
Yeah. Right.
Like we were showing you.
So Bitmain, they really, I don't want to say they dropped the ball, but they were behind on this.
Yeah.
So this is still a solid value for the money, but...
Well, because you can't buy these. In Silicon already shut them off. So
they're already
if
done.
I want a Z miner, this is my option.
This is basically your only option if you want something this powerful.
Or you're going to spend $12,000, $14,000 on eBay, somebody reselling in Silicon one, and you're better to get this one for the price. So this is the way to go.
Yeah, as of right now, yeah. So
they were late to the game, but in a way they have a monopoly now because they're the only they're the only one.
It's still this is a great machine. 40,000 souls is amazing.
How's the power wattage from this compared to the in silicon one?
So that was. This is significantly less. This is almost half.
Bitmain, what does Bitmain do? It sounds like they just rushed this other one.
Yeah. They're playing catch up now. Inosilicon beat them to the market.
Yep.
Bitmain does not have the monopoly they once had.
No.
So, but the only problem is, what's different about Inosilicon is when they first came out, you had to buy 100 of them at a time.
Really?
You could not buy one. So that means you had to spend $1 million if you wanted one of these.
$1 million?
$1 million. You watching at home cannot afford $1 million. We cannot afford $1 million.
No.
So this was just the big boys that could do this. So that's the problem with this company is that all these big companies beat all the little guys to the market. Whereas Bitmain,
you can't do it.
Not right away.
Right.
No.
Okay.
So the big companies got a head start here. So that's the benefit of going with Bitmain is you can buy, I think the limit is 10, but you can buy one, and that's it.
Just one.
So
okay.
So in that regard, Bitmain has a better market.
Right.
But again, Inosilicon beat them to the market. But the thing about the Z9 that I don't like is that it's not really that much better for the price than the Mini that came out.
Because so how many Minis could you buy right?
So if you were to buy 4 of these minis, it's about $3,400.
Okay.
So doing this saves you like not even $100. So that's why this isn't that impressive today.
Wow.
It's a good machine, but it's not significantly better than what they are already putting out.
So if you already had the money and you bought a bunch of minis, and you would never even consider this because you're going to blow it out of.
So if you're someone looking to spend a few $1,000s, yeah, this is a good option. But if you're like, you know, I want a little skin in the game, I don't really want to spend more than $1,000, there's no reason for you to even look at the Z9. You just go straight to the Z Mini.
Okay.
Because it's basically equal to what you would get. So 4 of those equals 1 of these.
Right.
So it's really, this isn't that impressive. I mean, it's a great machine.
And it's lower on power than having 4.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
so this is better than 4 machines, but it's not to where you'd be like, oh, if you were thinking about getting it already, there's no reason for you to get this as opposed to the 4.
Right.
Like, you might as well just get 4. Like, this isn't that big of a deal.
Right.
But it's a good machine.
Right.
It's just not exciting. So I'm thinking that Bitmain may lower their price on this once they realize that people aren't going to be that excited about it.
Okay.
So maybe by the end of the week, this could be $3,000.
Okay.
Which would be a better deal, and I don't know if they'll do that. But you know how Bitmain works. They'll offer a coupon maybe.
Right.
They'll give you a $250 coupon if you buy at this price.
Right.
They'll probably do something like that. But as of right now, this doesn't excite me. As good of a machine as it is, don't get me wrong, it's great. It's just not exciting after what we've already seen from Silicon and what they've already put out.
So Bitmain is really like the go-to that people probably know about as far as ASICs. I mean, they've been doing it for years. Ever since we ever got into mining, they were already doing it with their, you know, S3s, 4s, whatever. So we're on the S9s now. We've still yet to see, you know, the rumored big Samsung boards released.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't seen the massive terahashes. I think one company announced the big terahash for Bitcoin, but it really was like the same thing you're saying, John, with the price. It wasn't worth it. So, I mean, they're releasing these little repackaging, it looks like, some S9 stuff, creating some minis, and for your Bitcoin, Now, another thing that we were talking about is, what the flip are these letters and numbers for?
Yeah.
They don't mean anything.
Not to me.
I mean, L3 is, you can assume that's Litecoin.
Right.
Right? But then, like, a B3 is Bytum. Z3 is, I guess you're assuming it's Zcash.
Zcash or Zencash, yeah, one of those.
Okay, so like, we're sort of there, but I would have to seriously go and look what these words up were, instead of just listing the coin or creating a Litecoin miner, Ant miner or Litecoin miner. We know it's an Ant miner, okay? We know when we click here, Ant miner. We know what you're selling, okay? So, anyways, we need to work on our labeling, okay? Again, coders.
We talk about our labeling a lot here. We need to work on our labeling here, too.
You're right.
We talk about that a lot. Everybody needs to work on their labeling.
Everybody go out there and relabel, okay? So we talk about that, and we talked about how difficult it is to, you know, get this set up and watch your stats on your pool, and then you can check, you can go through all this, and it's great to go through this, but the public wants it easy. The public wants it easy. They want to look up a coin, okay, like Bytum, and they want to be like, I want in on this. I like what it does. I want in, and they get an ASIC and it's done. All right, and that is what we're trying to create here with this. Simple. Put it on a rack, hook it up, give you a PC, you have full control, and you're done. It's so easy.
Yeah, and you don't really have to worry about it once it's set. I mean, the reliability on these things is pretty good. So you plug it in and let it go.
Oh,
and that's it.
I mean, we've got someone sending us this one here, right? I mean,
yes, yeah. He's getting 2 of them.
This should be on the way, and I'm gonna move the camera closer to those over there. Well, he gets 2 of them automatically, right? That's pretty exciting.
It's the buy one get one free deal that they had.
So, so you can sort of see the ASICs there. and you can sort of see how they're running right there. And those blue things on the side there, those are all the ASICs. So the ASIC community, the money is right now being poured into that.
Yeah.
We're seeing more money being poured into ASIC,
Yeah.
and that's why it's important to talk about this.
Right. We're seeing a lot more interest. Not even people that are buying it, it's just people asking about it. People liking our photos more when we post ASIC photos.
Right.
There's an interest in it that we haven't seen before.
Because they know it's simple, and they don't
Yeah.
have to worry about all the possibilities that could go wrong with the GPU mining. Now, the good news is GPUs you'll be able to do for years, and
Right.
as you've seen, an ASIC in just a few months is worthless unless the price can keep up, and it just doesn't work.
Right. Eventually, you're going to be mining the negatives, most likely.
Right, right. And sometimes that's good. That's a risk that you can take. I'll mine in the negatives because I believe this coin will go to this value and it's worth it.
Right.
So, but no one can determine what a good ASIC price is. No one can determine what a good wattage price per ASIC is. No one can determine how many coins you want per your ASIC versus your GPU. Nobody can determine that except you. Only you can know that for your personal assets and what you want to host here with us at your home, wherever, and acquire these coins and help the network.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, you guys are not very chatty today. You guys are awfully quiet.
Which somebody wants to know if Walton supports ASICs.
Well, see, that's another good thing. This is exactly what we're talking about here. Is even Walton announced in their white paper that they will be moving to ASIC.
Right. But
I
not
mean,
currently.
It could be like Ethereum, where Ethereum is supposed to be proof of stake.
Right. We're still waiting.
It's going to be like the end of the world before they finally switch over. The world's closing. Ethereum just announced they're switching to proof of stake. That's the biggest joke ever. But the future is bright with mining, and although the market is low, and although almost everyone is in the negatives, let's be real. I mean, unless you're cashing out your coin, the day you mine it and you're trying to bank on it, you're selling it at a good time, and when the market's high that day, I mean, it's a lot of effort to do that. No one's really bringing home bank mining. Nobody.
No.
So you're not getting in at a bad time. You're getting in at a good time because if everybody's already low and some in the negatives, then they're only going to get better.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, we can't get much worse right now. I don't think.
They could have they could declare a mining electric tax on all miners for the whole world to save the earth. The UN declares, save the earth. If you're a miner, electric rates are 80 times.
We're all moving to Antarctica. We'll start our own community down there. They can't police us down there.
Oh, man. So we have some exciting news we want to go over. We want to talk about something that has been hours of work, and it is so exciting because we wanted to talk to you guys, but we haven't really heard anything. The Dominator A4 LCT miner looks like Bitcoin Wisdom is the only chatty one today. So we're going to finish up the video with this amazing new feature brought to you by none other than Mr. John himself. This was a lot of work, John.
It was a lot of work.
All right, so it's simple, right?
Yes.
All right, let's okay, we're just switching it. Here we go. There it is, baby.
We redesigned our websites.
Holy smokers.
It looks a lot different.
Oh, yeah.
A lot cleaner, a lot simpler. I think it should make sense to everybody.
These are not Getty images.
They are not.
They are all in-house.
As opposed to some scam companies out there who will remain nameless.
That's
you
right.
know who you are.
So
we're actually real. But yeah, this is digi.io. Check it out.
Yep. So we're trying to make it as simple as possible. We obviously sell NVIDIA rigs, and you can find whatever you want. If it's a 6 or 8 card, that's why we list the type of motherboard. Don't get confused. We have Ryzen 3, 7, and Intel i7 offered. We have up to 3,500 watts. People probably wonder, well, why isn't this fan spinning? It is so cold
cool.
in the mine.
It feels so good.
The fans don't even spin to 30% sometimes. I mean, that is how cold your rig will stay. It's amazing.
Thanks to this wonder wall behind us.
That's right. Do you guys see that? I mean, that's the beauty right there. Ice cold, almost.
We almost need a jacket here. You're probably feeling pretty good in your suit.
Oh, I feel great. I've got 2 layers on. I feel great. So, then we get into our AMD rigs. Love the AMD rigs. I'm a huge fan. NVIDIA is just really expensive.
Yeah, AMD, that's where we got our start.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a great price to get in. I mean, $8,000 is your starting price for NVIDIA, and AMD, I mean, it's just drastically different. So AMD rigs are awesome. Now, these do spin warmer, and it does not have to do with cooling. This has to do with the actual coins that they're mining. So these are all dual mining. So this is very serious here as far as dual mining goes, and that's what. But again, we support the AMD Ryzen and the Intel i3. We have no reason to do i7. If you find a reason to do i7, we will obviously do that for you. And none other than, you better believe it, is Asic hosting. This is serious. We've got, these are, of course, in-house photos, our A3s, our L3s. We've got our other ones.
Right over there.
I mean, the Ivy links, right?
Yeah.
I mean, these are physically here. I mean, you guys saw them on the webcam. They're right there, literally, there they are. There they are. So, it's amazing. So, you can contact us for the ASIC because obviously you're going to need to get your own private computer that we're going to have for you. We do static IPs for your ASICs. We obviously have set these up in the best cooling position. And this is the future. So we're excited. If you're already with us, you already know about all this, and you know you know the prices. So if you're not, this is exciting because we're supporting this, and we've supported AMD from the beginning, way from the beginning, 2013 beginning. We got into NVIDIA right away when we saw that there were so many coins for Walton and things, Aeon. You know, people are switching over to this Aeon coin. This is a great rig for Aeon coin. The 5-card rig, even the 6-card rig with the Intel i7, you can get an awesome Aeon coin for that. We have our own Aeon pool in here,
which is doing very well.
Right, we hit
a mile marker.
Oh man,
today actually.
We did it today.
We did it today.
From a client, I believe. Here, did it.
Yes, very exciting.
100,000?
No, 1,000 coins we mined.
1,000 Aeon coins.
And what, 2 weeks, I think?
Oh yeah.
So, if you're not mining Aeon, you need to look into that.
Right.
For sure. It's doing very well right now. Got a lot of potential.
And we support that pool here. And the coin, if you want a rig here, we'll support that. We'll build you the rig for the Aeon. And let's say you're on Walton and you're like, this Walton sucks right now. They did not keep up with the market. They did not make the mining easier. They're not keeping up. Then you can switch over with your NVIDIA rig to your Aeon and an in-house pool, and it's awesome. I'm excited about the future. I'm already in the future.
It's a bad market right now, but we got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, see, these are the videos people are going to watch someday and be like, man, I wish I got on when I heard them talk about this stuff right there. They're going to say, I wish I put in orders for ASICs and rigs and got some plans together for what I'm going to do in the future. Because if they don't do it now, it's going to be too late when the market's exploding.
It won't be too late, but it'll be, you're not going to see the profit.
Oh yeah,
it's never too late.
Yeah,
never too late, but
never too late.
You want to get in early.
Yeah,
for sure.
We're still mining here. We've got our own mining rig. Family and friends have their own mining rigs here. We're hosting ASICs. We're hosting your mining rig. This is the Digital Gold channel. We are so excited that you joined us. Thank you for coming to the stream. John, do you have anything in closing?
No. Check out our website, digi.io, digieo.io. Sorry. Email us at info@digi.io if you have any questions. And thanks for tuning in, guys.
To the moon!
Introducing Pure Leaf Herbal Iced Tea. Blooming with flavor and naturally caffeine-free.
We see it.
Okay, we can see it. All right, so you have a coder. All right, let's say a coder. And he writes a code. And when he writes that code, he puts it in his CPU. Okay, you guys know what a CPU is. All right, and inside the CPU, he tests his code. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna test my code, and it's exciting, and you use the CPU, and you know, you use some RAM for that. Woo! We can't figure out the audio for the music. But we should have anything lined up with our voices.
Hopefully.
If it's not, type it right now.
Yeah, let us know.
Immediately.
Let us know about our failures. We need to know.
We need major help. So let's transition to this camera and see if that is okay for audio, and then you guys can tell us. Oh, you know what? It's not going to matter. You go ahead. It's not going to matter because nobody's here watching right now.
I guess it's too early. Nobody's up yet?
Nobody's up. It's too early in the morning. Okay. That's hilarious.
Wow. So should we just sit here and do nothing until we get an audience?
We are waiting for an audience. This is the music.
Oh, we're up to 3.
Hey!
We can start the show now.
Oh, there we go. The chat's working. People are finally chit-chatting the chat. Oh man,
That's
unknown.
Pretty cool.
What's pretty cool?
Just that we're here.
That we're here hanging out. I don't know what's wrong with the audio. We should be pretty darn close though. I think it's because we're using 2 different cameras. One's a Sony and one's a Logitech. One's a webcam, and then this is like the main, right? So this is where all the money's at, but we want different angles, and then when we get different angles, it gets all jacked up because it only lets you change the setting for one of the audio sources, and you can't auto switch audio sources. So when John wants to talk,
hello,
it's like,
hello. Are we okay?
It gets all messed up. So
Jim says the audio is a little low, but in sync, and he's up.
Oh, he's awake.
Good to have you, Jim.
It's a little low. I don't want to blow you out. I mean, I can turn it up to about, I can turn you up to about there, but that might be a little bit too loud. I got a volume setting down here I can do. This is what we're going to do every opening stream. We're just going to do audio chat. We're going to chat about the audio, okay?
Very interesting stuff here.
Yeah, this is how we line up audio live with you guys on YouTube. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, what are we doing? Oh, it's funny you asked.
What are we doing today?
John, you know what we're doing today?
What are we doing?
We're going to repair an Asic.
Again, it seems like that's all we do on this chat these days is just repair Asics. I'm getting tired of it.
Why are Asics breaking? They're supposed to be the future.
Well, the future's still a ways off, I guess.
Yeah.
We're still getting there.
Because we're repairing them.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of Asic, I watched the guy who tore apart the I forget what it's called, E3. It was an Asic for Ethereum, for Bitmain.
Okay.
He tore it apart, okay? There's 18, basically, GPUs that do 10 mega hash each. It's literally like a bunch of graphics cards.
Right.
It's like an 18 card rig. Only each rig, yeah.
Yeah, little box form.
So, I don't know. I would like to start a mining rig. You should do it.
Yeah, what's stopping you right now?
Yeah. Why aren't you mining right now? It's profitable.
Barely. Well, you know, with the price going up. The price is going up. Did you guys notice that? We're over 8,000.
Where's that?
Can you believe it?
Where's our price one? Where's the one with the price? We have a camera. Oh, there we go. We'll just have to do different angles. There we go. Now how's the audio lined up? Is the audio lined up? You get to see both of us. 8,000, man.
That's pretty exciting.
8,000.
I think we're gearing up for another mission, maybe.
We might be clearing a profit mining here. Is it profitable now, he says. It's almost there. Okay. The truth be told, the moment you've been waiting for, this was bad. Can you believe it? This was actually bad.
It was.
Because to prove it, see that guy up there? I have never unplugged it or rebooted it since the stream. Since we streamed that day, we set it here, never touched it. No issues. But if you look in the back, the lights are blinking. They're barely blinking. So it works. What can I say? Okay, Justin, you can interrupt me anytime.
Okay. Jim says all of his ASICs broke as well. What kind of ASIC did you have, Jim?
What is up with that?
Why are they all breaking?
Right.
Not good.
We got a UPS package, baby, for Express Pad. I don't know what's in here. This is from InnoSilicon. I imagine the product is not very secured in here due to their last transport. Okay, we literally have, it's like a potato in a bag. Potato in a bag.
Yeah, so I guess they manufacture that in the US maybe, because it came from US address.
They call this good packing for $10,000 unit? A $6,000 unit? Yeah. This is my feedback to InnoSilicon right now. Feedback. You need to get better at packing. Oh man. Okay, what is this? What is this? There's nothing in it. What is it? Oh, we got another wrapper. We got wrappers for wrappers. This stuff looks like it's 10 years old. John, maybe it's a conspiracy.
A conspiracy.
Maybe ASICs have been around for years, that they're just repackaging them.
And they've just been mining this entire time. Oh boy, I hope not.
That would be terrible. Satoshi made an ASIC.
I don't think he probably couldn't even envision this.
Man, I don't want to rip it, but basically we're trying to get into this board here. I guess the bubble wrap just gets old there. So, okay, all right, we're in. Okay, this is it. This is the board with check. It's a date 7/13, probably number 36 with a check. Check. We're good. So that's pretty interesting. It looks like the board is custom together. They can see that. I probably need to focus this. So this is the board, custom board by InnoSilicon. No, is this InnoSilicon? No, this is Ivy Link.
Yeah, that's Ivy Link.
Oh,
yeah.
This is Ivy Link. So this is the board inside of the Ivy Link ASIC. We're still using Molex in the year 2018. Why? I don't know. We have microprocessors and crazy fast machines, but we find InnoSilicon. John, they did not fix what I said. See this?
Oh.
They didn't fix it. The janky connection, they didn't fix it. Reply at this Gmail. Send me an email. That's right. Who's getting 18 hashes a second? Okay, so that's what was in that box, and it's going to go in that unit there. Let me see if I can switch the focus here. Sorry. There we go. Is that autofocus now? It should. Oh, whatever. Okay. So that's going to be in that baggie. give you one guess what's in this. Brand new power supply, baby. They might be having some better wrapping. This might be better. We'll see. So this is Ivy Link. Is Ivy Link their own company?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. They don't have any affiliation with anybody.
Not that I know of.
Wow. All right. Well. Okay. Little bit better packing. To think it went from China like this the whole time. Little bit better though. Little bit better. I don't know. Can you ship me your old useless mining cards? No, we do giveaways with those. But we repurpose those cards. We don't really have a lot of cards that go bad over time, believe it or not. We actually gave all those away. I'm a beginner. Welcome to mining. Woo! Okay, brand new. We got a brand new power supply here. Looks like looking pretty good. Switching power supply. At least they zip tied it. Thankfully they zip tied it. So pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So we're going to be repairing this guy here. And getting this one all fixed. Fix the roof. Should I replace the board, John? Or just the power supply?
Did you want to try one thing first, the power supply first?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
That's a good idea. So we're going to put this in here. Okay. Oh, we need a zip tie cutter. We need to cut some zip ties. And I'm going to move these cables out of the way. Now this already has a board in it. And I assumed that the top board, you could take the top board and replace it, but it doesn't look like you can do that. You have to replace the whole unit. So who knew? You can't replace just one board. So cut us scalpel. John, nobody has guessed that movie yet when I say the word scalpel. Do you know what movie that's from?
Say it again.
Scalpel. Go over there.
No.
Okay, it's with the doctor. Okay, it's with the doctor. And they say, scalpel. Oh, you know.
Yeah, okay.
He knows. See?
I actually can't remember the movie though. I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the movie.
Okay, well don't say it.
Okay.
Because on this channel, we've had these people guess like hundreds of times. Hundreds of movies and TV shows and everything, and they cannot figure out what movie that's from.
Huh.
What?
Nobody's gotten it yet.
Nobody's gotten it yet.
Interesting.
But that's all it is. That's all I can give you is scalpel. I love it. Oh, I actually just watched that movie last month.
Did you?
Yeah, and I sent that scene to my brother because I was like, oh, don't you just love it? It's the pinnacle point of the movie. It's where everything changes. Right there. Anyways.
But nobody's guessed it.
Nobody can guess the movie. Can you guess the movie? Can you guess it? This is not a scalpel, but... Oh, man. Okay. So, here we go. We're going to break right into this and get going. So, all right. We're going to cut this off carefully. And we're going to slide this in here, like so. I think I have another webcam. I don't know if that's any better. If you want to do 3 or something, I don't know. So we're going to slide this down in here, like so. And then we're going to try to line it up right, because it has screw holes. There we go. Now it's lined up. Now we're going to get a screwdriver and screw these in. Here, I think I have it. Okay. And take 3 screws on the back, but one guy actually dropped a screw in here, and it was jumping around when we opened the box. So let's get that not too tight. We don't want to strip it, but basically there's just 3 screws down here, but we're only going to be able to put 2 of them in. I'll put the front 2 in a minute. Now, as far as these connections go, thankfully this is self-explanatory. Longest ones go the farthest length. It goes down from there. Some of these are the same length. And then the rest are fans. So, what are you guys mining out there? If you're still mining Ether, I don't know what to tell you, except why. I mean, is it really that profitable still? Okay, somebody from Reddit says, is it the movie Awake? By any chance? The movie Awake. I've never seen the movie Awake. Have you seen Awake? No.
Don't know what that is.
Look that up. See what that movie's about. It is not from the movie Awake, but terrific guess. That is from Rudolph Hunk from Twitch. He wants to know if it's the movie Awake. He says, yeah, we're mining ion on a lot of these machines. Whoever knew the word, you actually pronounce it ion. So we're gonna hook this in here. All right. We're gonna hook this one. What's it about?
It's actually not a bad guess. It's a 2007 movie. The tagline is, a wealthy young man undergoing heart transplant surgery discovers that the surgical team intend to murder him. So that's a good guess.
I'm just nodding my head because I can't hear you.
It's a movie that would have a scalpel in it.
Whatever you say is true.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to plug in this Molex here. That's going to go down onto the second controller board, if you guys are wondering. We are then going to plug in our fans. Okay, so this will be fans and then the janky connection, which we all know, the janky connection. Okay, so now we have all fans here. So this order doesn't matter. A fan is a fan, right? Like the computer is smart enough to know which fans to adjust accordingly. But we're just going to plug in all the fans. Why there's 6 fans, but 2, 4, 6 fans, but there's 4 controllers. 2, 4, 6, 8. You'd think there'd be 8 fans. I don't know how they did that math. Okay, we have janky connection. Uh-oh, John! We're missing a piece.
How are you missing a piece?
We're missing a piece. We're missing the jumper. We're missing the jumper. See if it's on the old power supply. There it is. They did not include the jumper. They did not include it. Okay. All right. So we got to put our jumper on. Make sure that's secure. Okay, make sure all these cables are good. Okay. Now we're going to come back to the front and we're going to put this in here. Alright, so this is going to be the front of the unit where the power supply sits. And this is just 3 screws as well. Don't screw these things in too tight, really. You don't, it's not something that you want to strip out. because you're not going to be able to have the time or money or any of that to fix it. It's just not worth it. So just be very careful. Carefully put the screw back in, and then when you feel that it's secure, you know, you just give it a little nudge. Just a little nudge. Go back through and nudge them again. A little, see, that's good. You don't need to overdo it. Now, put our lid back on. Oops. The right way. Slide it in. Get some power and network, which we should already have here hanging out. I gotta find the network cable. I don't know where it's at. Alright. This should be number 11. So, 11 here. Here. Oh, it fell. There it is. Okay. Number 11. And we got power and Ethernet. Okay. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? Before we turn this on, John, we got to talk about this price. Because everybody wants to know, what is the price going to be? Everybody likes predictions, don't they? I hate them. I hate predictions.
Pretty good at them, though.
What?
You've usually been pretty good at them.
Well, yeah, but I don't want people to be spending their money off the stuff we say.
Right, yes, because we're not financial advisors.
This is just entertainment.
Yes.
We're just having fun.
Yeah.
So what do you say? What do you think it'll be?
I think we're going to see 10,000 in August.
10,000
in August.
In the month of August. We are on July 22nd, right?
24.
24.
Yeah.
A couple days behind in my life. And $10,000 would be a very strong point to be at.
$10,000 is a good psychological level. Yeah. Ooh. You're not that big of a believer.
If what you say is true, then it will go past 20,000 by the end of the year.
Okay. So I think a lot of this may depend on the ETF ruling in the middle of August.
August 15th?
August 15th, yeah.
That is
we may get some more answers, and we may see the price take off from there. So that's kind of what I'm thinking is we might see it. It might be $1,000 a day. You never know. But I'm saying $10,000 in August.
Should we live stream the ETF?
If there's something we can live stream, yeah.
Yeah, if there's like a news article thing we could like watch, like, is it gonna happen? I don't know if it's good or bad. I mean, there's mixed feelings about that. Should they regulate it? Should they not? Does it help all of crypto? Does it only help Bitcoin? I don't know. That's a hard one.
We're gonna see.
So, I mean, the price of 8,000 is awesome. What I'm disappointed in is the alts are not keeping up.
No, it's very interesting because people talk about usually alts follow BTC, and there's been a lot of talk recently about BTC decoupling itself from alts, which I don't know that that's going to happen or not. But you know, it swings. This could be just the start of a bull run coming for the alt market. We don't know. I'm hoping for my portfolio. I'm hoping it is.
Right. Right. Anybody out there mining here is, of course, all mining the alts, and we want the alt market to readjust, woo, to the moon. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay.
So do you have a prediction or no?
My prediction is
short term. You said 20,000 by the end of the year, right?
It is if the 10,000 by August, 8,000 today, August 15th. I'm gonna guess that the price will be at 10,000 before the ETF, and it will so before August, but it will probably. Ooh, this is hard. If the ETF gets approved, then the price will already be at the price that people want it to be at to then put money into, but it'll take some time for that to happen. If the ETF is denied, then the price will tank. Probably 2,000 within a week.
I can see that happening. Yeah.
So I think that the ETF approval or denial will not affect the price prior. It will affect the price prior really than after. We're going to see more of a change before the decision than after the decision.
Yeah. The common statement is buy the rumor, sell the news. So you could see a huge sell-off right before, depending on the news.
Right.
So people buy into the thought that it's going to go up.
Right.
And then once it actually comes, they're like, oh, let's dump it on all the people who think it's going to go
Exactly.
up. So
and we are not whales, and we don't know any whales that have the power to manipulate the price like that.
No.
But I don't think any of them are ever going to be on YouTube anyways.
No. No, why would you be?
Because that, I guess McAfee might be one of them.
True. But McAfee is, he's a different kind of guy. He's running for president, so he's got to have exposure.
He doesn't even know where he's at half the day anyways. Rocket Crawford said, after yesterday's live stream, you realize that Minority is going to want you to bring in on bottom hosting rigs. That would be amazing.
Yeah, so Roderick tunes into both our channel and Seth Estrada's. If you aren't following Seth Estrada's channel, his YouTube channel, check him out. Jared was on live last night with Christy Minum from Minority. So it's a really great stream. Check it out. They were very impressed with our water wall back here. You guys that are following us for a while, you know all about this water wall, but Christy had no idea about it. She was really impressed. So check out his stream from last night, Seth Estrada. Good dude. And
that was fun.
That was a good stream.
Yeah, that was a blast. So they're a good group. We're learning about each other, trying to figure each other out, and yeah. So let's get this on.
Okay.
I don't think the client wants to wait any longer. He's been waiting too long. Okay, moment of truth here. Moment of truth. This is it. Here we go. Oh man. Will it mine? Will it mine? Oh, we got green lights. We got green lights. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Alex Med said he loves the late night show from last night. Good chat. Red lights. We got red lights. Okay, we got full power here. You guys hear the full power? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got all 5. Whoa.
It sounds weird?
Wow, that sounds crazy. I wonder if they can hear that. Let me see if you guys can hear that. Can you guys hear that? Oh, it's so loud. It's gonna hurt my brain like that. You guys hear that? That's so cool. Put it in the chat. You guys hear that? Oh,
what does it sound like? Well, how is it different than before?
It sounds like, I don't know. It's like you're sawing and a jet engine at the same time. I don't know. It's really cool. That's so weird. That's so weird. I wonder if you guys heard that. Put it in the chat. I wonder if you hear that. That like rhymes, right? Okay. So if you guys see some of our rigs here that we're hosting, this is at the back of the room. And some of the fans are barely spinning because they're so cold. I'm freezing right now. I don't know why I'm wearing short sleeves today, but yep, there's another one. See, that one just turned on, and they're really good. There's one right there. You see that? Off, 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 off. Amazing. amazing. We've been doing really good with the cooling in here. The water wall's been amazing. So
it's actually kind of chilly where I am right now.
Yeah.
Like I would not mind a hoodie right now.
I would. I love hoodies. So we got to figure out what the temperature is. So I don't know what happened to my helmet. I guess I broke it. But we've got a smart meter that tells us the temperature. So we just click on this, and then we click on this, and it says 77. Woo!
Nice.
Oh, they can't see it. Whatever. It says 77. I promise.
That's awesome.
So we are nice and cool in here. And 77 is the hottest part.
Right.
Yeah. What's it by the water wall? 70 degrees! So there's only a 7-degree difference between the wall and the hottest part of the building. And that heat back there is immediately removed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, have they seen that? Have you guys seen this? How fast it is? I mean, it's literally like, that's the hottest part, that corner. And there's the fan. You can't move that any faster. And
pretty
now,
good.
God, we got another fan ready to go. Right up there. So, woo! This is awesome. I think the clients would be happy. We have a new power supply in there, and I don't think it's gonna shut off.
It sounded like it was running pretty strong, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Great.
And we got this board as a backup, right? It has a check mark on it. It has a check mark, so it has to be good. the Chinaman wrote a
That's
check
what
on
that means, huh?
Yeah, that's
okay.
what it means. Thank you for writing that, Ivy League. N1. So these are they look like custom boards, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like you can just go buy this piece or something.
No, I don't think so.
And this is the controller, and I just really wish that they would fix that. It's a bad like, I mean, probably for a computer engineer, this isn't a complicated process. This doesn't look too complicated to me, you know? So, I don't know how these two talk to each other, though. Where's the, oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch to this camera. We'll show you guys this. So there's where they talk together. So this is the connection between the two boards. If you look that way, you're like, oh, I can't see the connection. But there's the power, so this distributes the power from the top to the bottom. And this is the power. This is also the power. Maybe it goes the other way. This is power from the power supply. Oh, this is power from the power supply. And then it powers the controller board. And then this is going to up here. Power from the Ethernet at probably 8%. Ah. Alright. So, I mean that's the good news. We're just gonna let that ride.
I think that did it.
I think that, yeah. I mean, you guys can sit here and chit chat all day, but I don't think that's gonna change. I think those blue lights are here to stay. Blue light special.
What is this, Kmart?
Kmart.
Today's stream sponsored by Kmart. It's still in business somehow. I don't know how.
How are they beating Sears?
I don't know that anybody's beating anybody. They're both in the, yeah. They're like altcoins right now. They're in the toilet.
Right. Have you guys been to a Kmart recently? I went to a Kmart last year, and I felt like I just got dropped into 1990 while walking around with my mom. I was like, this is so creepy. There's like 2 employees in the whole building. Like, I just couldn't explain it. I just wish I could have captured it and given it to you. But walk inside your local Kmart, support your local. I can't say that with a straight face. Okay, this has been awesome, guys.
Hey, one question before we go. Roderick had a question about the Walton server. Is that just for the Walton Coin, or can you manipulate that to do other coins?
Basically, it's a cool rig. I'll show. You want me to show him?
Sure, let's
Okay.
do it.
So he wants to know if you can use it for other coins.
Yes.
Alright, so here's the Vault server. It's actually not that fancy, but basically, and I have cables all over it. But it's just a basic computer, okay? And that talks to this rig here with no GPU on it. That rig right there. And that is next to the main network. And that actually runs all the Vault rigs together. So like okay, so here, London Lab 1 through 7. So London Lab has 7 6-part Vault rigs here on this whole row. And these London Lab, see like there's London Lab 7. So all these rigs chat to this server here, which then communicates and checks the block of Vaulted to that server over there. And I just put it over there because that's next to the UPS, so obviously if the power goes out, that's that type. But you can use that for any coin. Actually, all you would need to do is just reprogram.
Yeah.
But the Aeon server is here too. But they're different. You can't do 2 at the same time. You couldn't run your Vault server and your Aeon server. That would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
But the Aeon server doesn't need a card as well. So the Aeon server is actually right over here on one of the roads. You need to get it by the UPS, but that's just a basic rig there, see? And that is running all of the Aeon rigs. So like this is an Aeon rig, Ion rig, sorry. This is an Ion rig. Let's see, right now, I believe all those over there, those are Ion rigs, Ion. Those 3 are Ion. And all of those rigs up in the front, you guys watch the video on that. Those are Ion rigs. And so, we're mining Ion too. So that's our coin right now.
Yeah.
It's tanking. It sucks right now. It
Yeah.
was like over $1 a coin, but
yeah, it's around 85 cents now, I think.
so really everything in here, I'll be honest, is pretty much custom. I mean, there's no like go out and buy an Intel server and run this server program with like. Really, we just build it to spec for what we need in here as we grow.
Yeah.
We don't need to buy a $5,000 server to like do these like crazy stuff when we don't have anything to hook up to it. Like,
right.
So, I mean, the motherboard on that is probably 3 years old on the second Vault server. That's Vault server backup basically. But it works. And if it goes down, we just put another motherboard.
Right.
So people think that you need like massive amounts of capital to get servers and stuff like that going. You really don't. You really can just use what you have and manipulate it to the coin that you are mining. But mining it here with Ion and Vault, I don't know of another facility that's doing that. That's connecting all the Vault machines together.
Right.
And all the Ion machines together. I just don't think, I don't know anybody that's doing it. Maybe personally, but we're connecting multiple clients in different rigs to one server to always test the market. Here's an Ion server actually. I don't know if I can do this. I might get in trouble, we'll see. But this is the Ion server running live right now. So it's really small. I know this light so this has been great. I think it's really good. We got a question from Twitch. They said, they said, what is the average temperature of the rigs in here? So
mid 70s or so,
Yeah.
low 70s, depending on the day.
yeah. So of the actual card, if you're asking what the temperature of the actual card is, it will run 65 to 70 degrees. I don't know if that's degrees or Celsius. I know the audio is low. How does it like go low and high?
I don't know.
My mic go somewhere? Where's my mic? Oh, it's over here. Oh man.
It's in your ear.
Okay, maybe that's why the audio went low. I'm sorry. I swear, we got to figure out this audio thing. Bitcoin price is at $8,176, baby. So, yeah, temperatures are really good. A lot of the fans don't even need to turn on. Like, look, like this rig, literally the fans just shut off. It's in the back row. And so when it heats up, they'll turn on again. Oh, see, there you go. Look at that. I didn't even plan that. So it's cooling. I mean, the longevity of how long a rig will last in here is incredible because how cool it is. I mean, I cannot wait till winter. It's gonna be so cold in here. We're gonna be wearing hoodies and coats every day, like tinkering on a rig. Like, anyway, anything else going on in here?
Oh, nothing really.
We are minority.
Yeah, he wants you to say that.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure that out. But right now, we're digital gold.
Yeah,
so.
we are digital gold.
Minority is cool and all, but...
Yeah, minority is great. It looks like they do the wrong thing. And they tell everybody that we're all together, but I don't know what that means. So...
We're going to figure it out, though.
If you guys want to put in the description and the chat of this video of what we are minority means, because they sell products.
Yes.
They have a website that sells mining equipment.
And hosting.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't know.
Seth and Christy,
yeah.
Christy will have to give us some more information about that. Or you, who are minority, Mr.
Roderick.
Yes. You let me know what that means.
But they're cool people. We like them.
Yeah. Nothing against them. I'm just saying this face is the face of confusion. If you're wondering, what is that? What is we?
Well, they're connected with Acorn too.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. There's just a lot going on there. We don't know all of it.
So yet. Is Acorn minority? And
I think the thought is everything is minority. We're all minority.
What does that mean? We're digital gold. We're digi.io. Check out our website.
Yes.
If we are minority, we'll let you know. Remember this video because we'll say today we are minority. I don't know. What does the word minority mean?
I think it's just a play on words because it's spelled M-I-N-E, which is mine.
Okay, mine.
And then minority, so like minority is like you're in the small majority of people. Like you're not, you're small, you're not, I don't know, you're not big time.
But they're pretty big.
I guess, yeah.
They seem pretty big to me.
I guess maybe in the grand scheme of the world, they're not very big.
Because
you know, crypto's so small. So,
I guess that's what they're trying. I don't.
One day we'll be the majority.
Okay, so they said how much money, Andre? Can you say that name?
Adrian?
Adrian says, how much money did you invest in equipment? We could go over some of that.
Yeah, you got to understand that this equipment here, these are our clients' machines. These are not our machines. So we don't own them, we're hosting them for our clients.
Right.
So obviously we got to put in money for the building and the electric and all the networking lines and like all that stuff. But we can't give you those numbers. But the majority of the stuff in this building is owned by other people. That's all you need to know.
Right. Just a couple of things I've shared on the chat. The water wall, you know, you got to pay a contractor to come in and build, you know, and then the wall panels, you're looking at 8x8 sections. 32 feet in length, plus piping. If we didn't screw it up, you'd probably be at anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000 in the water wall. As far as like little things, obviously fire extinguishers you need to buy, fans, like extra fans there, You're looking at about 200 a piece per fan. All your electric lines, that's all going to vary. All those are electric lines built into this building. You know, that's anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 to get all that electric done and things. And then you got other cooling situations like these fans here. You're looking at probably, I think this fan was probably around $3,000. I think this one was around $4,000. But this is a 3 horsepower, this is a 5 horsepower. Then you got things like electrical boxes you have to buy, like this actual 3-phase brand new unit that then of course has all these piping coming out of it. You have to buy things like a network switch business, you know, that's a couple hundred. Woo, sucking me in. So things like that. Let's zoom in here a little bit. This is the main part of the infrastructure here in that sense. So you got multiple internet lines, you know, a couple hundred a month for that. You got router and firewall, then you got main switch, and then you got all your networking cable, right? You got a couple hundred to 1,000 in that. You got another fan in the ceiling, all the piping again. You got lights. Lights will run you a couple thousand if you want to switch to LED because the lighting in here was really bad. It is probably, you know, like 40, 30 years old, and it just wasn't bright, and we got to see what we're doing. So otherwise, as far as foundation equipment, we got to have an office. Obviously, that worked out really well. I already had an RV, and so we're able to put our office in there. We probably have a few thousand in that. Streaming is another few thousand. So, I mean, we're in the tens of thousands for it. So, but we didn't just go out and spend tens of thousands of dollars for the equipment. Like, no, as we were able to sell rigs, we were able to afford the things we needed to keep selling the rigs. So it's a progress. It's not.
Oh, yeah, it's a slow grind.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen overnight.
Right. So you look at that price and you're like, oh my gosh, I can never do that. You're right. But when you build a business slowly, and you just take things on as they go, then you can afford. You look back later and you're like, holy crap, you know, we got all this stuff. But that's just as it grew. I didn't need those fans. I was fine with the black fans. But when we put this whole row in here, I had to have those fans. There was no way I could cool it. And then we thought we'd be fine with one water wall, right? And then it was like still too hot with those fans and the one water wall, so then we had to build a bigger one. But that just goes as you grow. So that was a long explanation.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff.
Somebody says it's the fight against Bitmain. I mean,
GPUs versus Bitmain, yeah.
GPU versus Bitmain, but
I guess so.
But Asic might be the future.
It might be.
If we're going across, if you guys saw my chart, if we're selling FPGA boards, then that's the next step to Asic. So, anyways. Oh man. Anything else going on in there?
No, not really.
Nice to see you love your job and help others find grace outside of research of life and truth. That's true. Thank you. Thank you very much. We switched into this. We can switch to that. And yeah, man, we want to help you guys in life however we can. We're not counselors, but we have great joy in our life. We're very happy.
Absolutely.
In any of the situations we can get. You gotta find joy, man. You gotta find joy in it. Oh, Andre's really got the questions today.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Can you read that one?
I have a 6 Vega 64 rig. What coin do you think I can mine and make a profit?
Well, the Vega 64 is an amazing card. I love the card. I'm very excited to have that in the mine here next year. We actually had one in mine 5, and we returned it because it was bad.
Yeah, it did not meet our expectations.
But we may be able to see, according to some sources, close to the 50 around mega hash on a Vega 64. And if that's possible, then my personal opinion is you go find a coin that has a low difficulty and a good website and support group.
Yeah, a good team behind it, good development team.
Yeah. Then you crank in as many of those coins as possible, you hold on to them, and you see where the market takes it. If you're trying to just make a quick buck, then you just need to go with the rest of the world. But that's, you're going to swing when they swing, and that doesn't necessarily do anything necessarily good for you. It just, that can change. That's so fluctuating. So that's my advice. If you guys remember from before, we sold our Ethereum.
Whoops.
Yeah, whoops. We'll be saying that our whole life. Biggest mistake of crypto to date. I don't think we're going to make that mistake again. No. We'll, yeah. So we are not going to sell that Walton, baby. No way. Oh. What did... Yeah, so the mining, yeah, I've had a lot of friends come and go through mining. I mean, it's just, there's not like...
We interrupt this regularly scheduled broadcast to bring you an update on my RAM. My current RAM usage is a whopping 7.4 out of 7.9 gigabytes, and I have closed all my windows. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to do a restart. So, if you're wondering where the stream went, and why you got notified, again, twice in the same day, it's because my RAM is bad. Oh, it went down a little bit. It's probably because I stopped the stream. And my video's not going. But, yeah, we're going to need to get that down to half. So, please stay tuned.